The police force has become a tool for political oppression in Nigeria, and it is frustrating to see innocent citizens suffer. I wanted to highlight the issue and awake our national consciousness for a reform. The Nigerian police force needs serious reform right now. It is about how influential individuals or groups in our society are manipulating the police force for their own selfish gains. The police, rather than serving the people, are serving the interests of influential and rich people in the society. Getting being policed in Nigeria now is expensive, and we don't see any justification for the so much funds the government is spending on the police force. So all this nonsense must change.
Police and Errand Boys. Nigerians ask how we got here. Police brutality worsens. Politicians at work. Their errand boys are in charge, not by merit, but favor. Serving masters, not Nigeria. Nigeria comes last. Incompetence reigns with godfathers in power. Merit's worthless, loyalty is the way. But we won't be silenced, we won't be tamed. Fighting for a better Nigeria, we ain't ashamed.
I would like to see a focus on community policing, accountability, training, and leadership that prioritizes citizens' rights and safety. The impunity associated with the police force is alarming and calls for urgent attention. By prioritizing merit-based promotions, transparency and accountability, and ensuring they are answerable to the people, not just the government. The police leadership in Nigeria do not know that they are being watched. We are monitoring you.
Incompetence reigns with godfathers in power. Merit's worthless, loyalty is the way. But we won't be silenced, we won't be tamed. Fighting for a better Nigeria, we ain't ashamed. Reform the police, end the pain. Justice matter present, protect the citizens, remove godfather's interests, pursue the right, protect lives, properties and bright forth light.
They should have integrity, competence, and a commitment to serving the people, not influential individuals. By implementing fair promotion processes, providing training and development opportunities, and rewarding performance based on merit, not connections. For example, when Tuji Disu was an ASP in the police force, Frank Uba was a cadet inspector. But during the time of late President Muhammadu Buhari, questionable promotions were dished out to many police officers across the country, especially police officers who were closer to the people in positions of power, consequently affecting the general standard of police force and their commitment to work. So Frank Uba was among the officers who got multiple promotions. See today, with all in rush to get up there, the same Disu is now his boss as the IGP. He either resign or is saluting. Why? Because today, Nigeria needs competent hands, not errand boys and talkatives in the police leadership. We need real disciplined officers with records of proven integrity, consistency, and crime busting. No time to check time. The incompetence of Egbetokun had further destroyed the system. So right now, Disu should stop listening to welcome speeches and congratulatory messages. He's got a lot of work to do. Too many damages to fix. He should get to work right now.
Incompetence rate with godfathers in power. Merit's worthless. Loyalty is the way. But we won't be silenced. We won't be tamed. Fighting for a better Nigeria, we ain't ashamed. Godfathers dictate. Laws of it. Loyalty rewarded, justice misrepresented. Police officers seeking ruthless guides. Corruption and abuse, Nigeria's worry. We need change, we need it now, day and night.
The new IGP, Tunji Disu, must prioritize police reform, listen to the citizens, and work towards a police force that serves and protects the people. Enough is enough of police IGPs being positioned in power by politicians to rig elections. Enough is enough of politicians in power using police to harass, oppress, and intimidate their critics and oppositions. All those nonsense that Egbetokun did, Disu should avoid it. It is time to fix Nigeria. I know Tunji Disu can do it. I remember when he was in Lagos, when the then governor of the state and the commissioner of police gave him free hands. He reformed the entire police rapid response squad unit. The impact was so loud that RRS became the best police in the country. It was an achievement that continues to speak for him till today, to the extent that he was honored with numerous local and international commendations and awards. In fact, his success made other states across the nation, including the FCT, to duplicate the RRS of Lagos State. That is why you see RRS everywhere today. But look at the former IGP. What was his background? Just like an oddly following big men up and down. No years of field work and experience that count in crime fighting, in an operational management that fits the position of an Inspector General of Police. He never had it from grass to the grace of the force. He was just handpicked by the president and imposed as an IGP. Who does that? You can't give what you don't have. See how Egbetokun messed up. He failed woefully, acting like an errand boy. His incompetency was too loud. He deserved more disgrace than mere resigning as an IG. He was a shame to the police force. So I believe if the Godfather 10 that characterized Egbetokun era is not the real problem of our security system in Nigeria, it is very possible that we now have an Inspector General of Police who will do better than the Tunji Disu of RRS of those days. In fact, Nigeria will be better. Everybody will be happy. Since Disu has done it before, he can do it better this time around as an overall boss of the police. Yes. And again, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu needs to realize that he has affected the security of this country wrongly with his wrong choice of Egbetokun in the first place. Loyalty is not everything. Merit is very, very important. The president has demonstrated too much interest of unpicking loyalists as errand boys in sensitive positions instead of holding on to competent hands that will yield better results. See where we now find ourselves in the country. Almost all the sectors are not working fine. The current state of insecurity in the country is beyond an idea I like or I do not like that person. Come on, look for competent hands. It is about patriotism to the country. Egbetokun only used the face of an errand boy to cover up his incompetence. So, fellow Nigerians all over the world, we should not make the mistake of standing on the fence again. That was the mistake we have been making when they appoint new service chiefs in Nigeria. So much thanks goes to the fearless activist, Comrade Omoyele Sowore, who has been consistent in checkmating Egbetokun. Thank you. So this time around, let's start following all of the service chiefs in Nigeria, bomber to bomber, including the DSS, the EFCC, the ICPC, and the National Security Advisor. If them do well, make we commend them. If them fuck up, make we fuck them down. Enough is enough of all the rubbish going on in this country.
Incompetence reigns with godfathers in power. Merit's worthless, loyalty is the way. But we won't be silenced, we won't be tamed. Fighting for a better Nigeria, we ain't ashamed. Competent leaders, putting Nigeria first. No more godfathers, no more deceit we want. Reform now for security work. Hope can only be renewed by good leaders, not godfathers. Incompetence reigns with godfathers in power. There is worthless, loyalty is the way. But we won't be silenced, we won't be tamed. Fighting for a better Nigeria, we ain't ashamed.
We will continue to raise awareness, monitor their wrongful conduct at all levels, and ensure that the right thing is done by the concerned authorities. Likewise, we will continue to advocate for policy changes and support initiatives that push for accountability and transparency in Nigerian police force. We want a police that obey court order and respect human rights, and not the one that is corrupt, brutal, and vindictive. Nobody is above the law. Our police officers should be role models and friends of the public, not acting like criminals and hooligans in uniform. Enough is enough. That is why, to start reforming the police and rebuilding this country, the current police leadership cannot afford to condone any nonsense. Even if they do, they will meet us as a wall to contend with. We go dey give them back to back. Aluta continua, Victoria Asata.